get it.
Welcome back to Cool Story, Bro, with Brennan and Marty.
Yep. I am Marty. You are
Well, then
Brennan.
that makes me Brennan
Today. Might change up next week.
You can just call me Tom Cruise.
I'm gonna need you to
I'm
not
sorry,
make
I
that
don't-
face
I
no
don't
more.
mind Anyway, we're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Download, like, share, follow, whatever you want to do. We gotta get us an Instagram account, brother.
Yeah. You know,
Why haven't we done that yet?
I could make that.
We're like 5 episodes in, maybe. I don't know, depending on if some of these upload. We're having technical difficulties.
However, uploads happen. We'll see.
We're a few episodes in now. We need to get our advertising up, cuz.
Bro, you know I could literally make an Instagram page. That ain't nothing. I just had to remake mine.
You did.
It's sad.
Super unfortunate.
So sad.
How many followers did you lose?
I had about 2,500, and now I'm sitting at about maybe 300 or 400.
All them fake people. They
Apparently,
won't follow you back.
well, see, you know, I'm one of those people. I'm a normal person, but I like to socialize, so I know a lot of people. But now it's like they're friends on Facebook and not on Instagram. It is what it is. It just
Well,
takes time.
Assuming everything went well, you're watching / listening to this the night before Christmas, Christmas Eve. This is our Christmas Eve special. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
All
We
that.
love Jesus and Santa Claus all in the same. Actually, that's not true.
Happy holidays.
Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. So we're going to do Christmas themed questions.
And also some New Year's.
Yes, we are going to do New Year's things too
Because
that's
for
typically
one.
how that works.
2 for 1. It all works in the same. Kind of.
That and not sure if I'll be capable of posting on New Year's, so we're just going to kill all birds
Hey.
with one stone.
Let's get it. The
Let's
more
do it.
birds under that stone, the better.
It's as God intended.
Okay.
Are you ready
Yeah.
for
Man,
this?
you know how I'm going to start this off?
How are you going to start this off,
I'm going
buddy?
to start this off by asking you.
Oh, you're going to ask me something
You
off the
dang
dome.
off the dome, man.
I'm impressed.
Man. When you think about Christmas and you think about the holiday season, what's like the most thing that you get excited about? Is it the actual gift giving, or is it the food, or is it the people, or is it time?
I'm going to move my camera real quick and look right into the camera as I say this. The Christmas lights. The Christmas lights.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair.
I love Christmas lights.
I like Christmas lights too.
You ever been to see the Canton lights?
Yeah.
Those are
yeah.
dope, dude.
Fun fact: I actually ran at a 5K there.
On Christmas?
Yeah, it was like right before they did the light show or whatever, and it was like 30-something degrees out in that mug. I was frigid.
I bet, dude.
It was night.
Is that when you were at
Yeah, when
the
I was
Haven?
when I was at the Bellhaven, thought
The
I was
Haven.
a athlete.
Go Blazers.
Sure. I can't say that anymore.
Go Blazers.
I hated on them too hard. I need to go back and visit them.
But yeah, what about you?
Man, honestly, whenever I think about it, I think about a lot of like the fellowship with the family and the food that I'm eating around them and stuff. That's always where my mind goes because we're always big on food with my family. So, kind of.
My family doesn't really. We celebrate Christmas, but we don't get into it like we used to.
Well, I mean, now it's different because we got nieces and nephews, and then grandma. My mom and dad actually have grandkids now. So now it's more about the grandkids, which that's totally fine. I'm just there for food anyways.
That's terrible.
And to give them gifts.
Yeah. We do ours kind of because my parents are divorced like yours, so we have to do ours at separate times.
Mm-hmm.
So we do ours early, and then on Christmas Eve, I usually go and stay the night with my dad and do all that good stuff. But as far as the nephews and nieces, I don't have any nieces.
Yeah.
I have 6 nephews.
Yeah, which with my parents being divorced and stuff, I mean literally from the end of November until the end of December, at some point in time there's going to be some Christmas or something near about every week because there's one for one and one for the other, something like that. So there's always something going on,
So what's something What's all on your Christmas list?
On my Christmas list?
Yeah.
Ooh, dog, man.
Have you made one? Because I usually make one on Amazon
Mm-hmm.
and make it public to where people can buy it for me.
Oh, look at
So
you.
I'll share with you if you want to buy me
Okay,
something.
okay. I might end up having to do the same thing because, to be honest,
I have a physical list.
to be honest, ooh, as crazy as it sounds, I never really even really build up a Christmas list. Most of the time, like my mom just gives me like some money for Christmas because she's like, I don't know what you want. I'm like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
But I really need like some more jeans and some more clothes. So a lot of my list this year is clothes. As lame as that sounds, it's honestly just clothes this year.
It's okay.
What about you, man? What's your Christmas list looking like?
So I think I can remember most of it. I know on there I have some American flag Crocs that I want.
Fancy.
I know I have a laptop backpack that I really want. And then there's really cool. I don't know if you're a fan of the Lord of the Rings books.
Yeah.
But the trilogy and also the Hobbit book,
Yeah.
all in one thing, and they're all leatherback.
Big, thick.
It's
one?
leatherback.
Oh, is it all individual books?
Yeah.
So I have one that's like big.
And it's all books in one.
Yes.
Dope.
It is like this thick, and I'm not even exaggerating. That's
That's almost as big. Never mind.
Yes, exactly. That was my thoughts too. It's a good measurement. I mean, what?
Yeah. No. Yeah, but this is all individual books, and they're all leatherback.
That's pretty.
And
cool.
like they're in like a slot, like a book slot that's also leather.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool, and it's like the cheapest thing on my list too. By the way, just throwing that out there.
I think okay.
I've also got some Stan Smiths. The Adidas Stan Smiths
I do
on
like
there.
them.
Have you seen the Kermit the Frog editions?
I don't know if I've seen the Kermit ones.
I'll have to show you. But
Are
I've
they
got
dope?
those on there. Love me some Stan Smiths, dude. I'm a big Adidas fan.
I mean,
love
you know,
Adidas.
my white Adidas. I've been wearing Adidas a lot.
Dude.
Now I got the Hokas on for some reason. But speaking of shoes, I do have some Air Force ones on there that I'm planning on getting. So, you know, maybe
Straight white or what?
I haven't decided if I'm gonna go that basic or not with it. Honestly, the ones.
Do you have a straight white pair?
Mm-mm.
That's where you got to start, man.
Okay.
If you're a sneakerhead, that's where you start.
Look, I'm trying to build up my sneaker collection because my shoe game has been
Have
like.
you seen my sneaker collection?
Yeah, you got.
See my Yeezys? I've got 2 pair of Yeezys.
Why you got Yeezys, man? Yeezys just.
I got 2 pair of Yeezys. I got some Air Maxes. I'm a big fan of the Air
See,
Maxes.
honestly, my roommate, like, he's the one who's put my shoe game to, like, shame because I moved in and had my, like, 3 or 4 pairs of shoes, and then I look over there and I'm like, oh, man, I got to get better.
Dude, it's an addiction. It gets bad. Like, when I bought the Yeezys and I spent $200 on pairs of shoes each,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is a bit of a stretch. I shouldn't be doing this much.
Gotta go for it, though.
And then I went and bought those newer Air Maxes, the Move to Zeros, where they're like the made of like 80% recycled
Yeah.
material.
You know, maybe that's what I was meaning to say was Air Maxes and not Air Force ones. Same, but different.
Oh, so you don't have Air Forces?
No.
And you don't have Air Maxes either?
I have a pair of those.
Air Maxes are my favorite. They're super comfortable.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
Let's see. What else is on there? I think that's all that's on there, but those Stan Smiths I'm excited about.
That's the number one thing.
That's the one thing, like, if someone doesn't get me, I'm going to get myself.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Because they're the white Stan Smiths, and where, you know, on the Stan Smiths, he has his face, like, outlined on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where his face was, it's Kermit the Frog.
Oh, okay, that's
And then
pretty
it says
dope.
Kermit on the front where it would have said Stan Smith.
Bro,
It is so good.
that's pretty dope.
They're legit. They're actually Stan Smiths, but they're the Kermit the Frog editions. It's so cool.
I have to look into those.
So cool. I'll show you after this podcast.
Shoot, man. So, I guess I'm gonna get back on food because obviously the food for me is big. What's like your favorite holiday dish?
It can be anything.
Let's
or
go. You know, I'm gonna separate this into two
separate it
questions.
into two because I wanted. I
gonna
would
go-
obviously say sweets.
We're gonna go main meal first, and then we're gonna go into sweets. Because that's two different categories.
Now,
You can't
does
throw
it
them in
have
the
to
same.
be a traditional Christmas meal, or could it be
It can be traditional
something
for
that's
you.
traditional for us?
It can be traditional for you.
Because for me, my family, we usually do steaks.
Ooh.
And
Interesting.
they're really good steaks.
Hmm.
We haven't done them in a while, because they were actually my my granny's recipe for steak, and she's recently passed. So we actually, since she had gotten sick, we haven't really done the steaks
That
like
makes
we used
sense.
to.
Makes sense.
But excuse me, I had to scratch my leg.
Well, it's there.
But if we're going traditional, obviously stuffing with cranberry sauce, man.
You like the cranberry sauce? I can do without
my
cranberry sauce, man.
Dude, it's awesome.
I've done
that
it.
or mac and cheese. I freaking love mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is great. You know what I really like though, and it's really I don't like it the way that everybody does it. I only really like it how my sister Kayla does it. Is she does her sweet potato casserole, and she puts like the pecans on top, but she doesn't do the marshmallows on it. She just leaves a thick layer of the pecans on top, and then the sweet potatoes on the
As
bottom.
it should be.
Huh. It's so good.
I'm also getting back onto the casseroles. I'm a big fan of green bean casserole.
Oh, I love some
the
green bean
bacon.
casserole
Oh
now.
my God.
With some bacon up in that mug, you can't go wrong, man.
All right, let's get on sweets now. Pecan pie,
Pecan pie, hands down.
hands down.
Hands down, pecan pie, he
Say,
says.
also another tradition we used to do that we don't do anymore. My dad's birthday is New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm. I
And
knew
so
that.
we would do.
I should have
We
known
would
that.
do. You didn't know that?
I think I knew that.
So we would do on Christmas Eve. We would celebrate Christmas, and then so for cakes we'd do two cakes, one for Jesus and one for my dad.
Hey.
So we'd do and we'd sing Happy Birthday to my dad, and then Happy Birthday Jesus.
Shoot.
Because that's what Christmas is all about, is Jesus' birth. If you didn't know,
Yep, this is true.
so that is a thing that we did. We had a birthday cake for Jesus and my dad.
Now, I always like the, as far as the sweets go, my sister always makes like a German chocolate cake.
That's the kind that that's my dad's favorite.
So good. Man, so good. That or either like a red velvet cake, one or the other. I really like. I don't like
On the
I
German
cake.
chocolate cake, did she put the coconut trimmings? Dude, it's the best.
Oh, you know my sisters can cook now. They gonna give you that fresh
That's the
diabetes,
best.
cuz.
It's the best. The diabetes cake is the best. All right, I had. Okay, we'll go on to the next one because we're like halfway through,
Oh.
and we're not even halfway through the questions.
Holy crap.
So what was your favorite Christmas movie growing up, or what is your current favorite Christmas movie?
Well, I don't really have a current favorite Christmas movie, but growing up, man,
Say it.
I definitely love Frosty, man. Rudolph was up there too, though.
You like them animations?
Yeah, I like the animations. Would you like a real Christmas movie?
I did.
I mean, I like Elf. Is that a Christmas movie?
It is.
Exactly. Well, Elf is probably my nowadays, but Rudolph and Frosty was my OG growing up days, man.
I was a big fan of the Home Alone. Home Alone was probably my favorite
Maybe I
Christmas
should have
movie.
said Home Alone. Daggum,
My-
I forget about the Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animals.
My current favorite Christmas movie, though. See, I was thinking about Elf. I was gonna say Elf, but I'm trying to think of some that are like more recent that I can't quite remember.
Dude, I still remember when Elf first came out.
Elf is probably my favorite Christmas movie.
I still remember when it first came out and how freaking huge it blew up whenever it first got out. And I mean, it's still the same now. So
It's the one that I can watch all the time.
yep, because
It's
I
the
could
one
watch
that
it and it not be Christmas, and I
Yeah.
can still watch it. So, but
Christmas Vacation's really good too.
yeah.
It's funny. What's the best Christmas present you've ever gotten?
Ooh, best Christmas present I ever gotten. Probably my most used one because it's still in my room to this day is my LG flat screen TV that my mom got me whenever I was like 14.
That's a good one.
Man, that thing has been kicking it through everything. I don't know how, but I think that's probably been my best Christmas present ever. Mainly because of the same time I got the Xbox and stuff, so it is a twofer.
I think I got a guitar one year.
See, I'm not musically inclined. Or maybe I am musically inclined.
I don't remember when I got my guitar though. Want to say it was for Christmas, but I'm not sure if it was for Christmas. If it was, that's my favorite one because I still have that guitar. But if it wasn't, then I don't know what would be my favorite Christmas gift. Because here's the thing: I've been an adult for a while now,
Yeah.
and so
Just a little
I
bit.
stopped getting the elaborate gifts.
Yep.
So, so I don't
I have no agreement.
remember.
It's just yep.
I don't remember everything I've gotten.
See, I know I've had some like really sick stuff whenever I was like a kid and stuff, but I can't remember some of that stuff.
Yeah,
All I can remember is that TV because it's still with me.
it's still with you, and that's the same thing about my guitar. Although I don't know if I can't remember if it was actually a Christmas gift or not. It may have been a birthday gift. You never know. What was the worst one you've ever gotten? Expose them.
Dang, the worst one I ever got. Honestly, I hate to say it. My sister one time got me this wallet, and I didn't need no wallet, man. I had no use for it, and so like it stayed in its case for I can't tell you how long, and I did end up using it eventually, but like it was like probably like 2 years later. But I mean, what are you gonna do with the wallet that you don't need? I mean, you're just gonna return it or something. I always feel bad
Nah.
returning stuff, so I can't ever do that. So it's
Can't
just,
do that.
Eh.
Man.
What about you, man? What's your worst one?
worst Christmas?
See, I don't have like an embarrassing worst one. It's just a wallet I didn't need.
I had a wallet that I didn't need until I broke my other wallet, and I was like, I have another wallet that I've never used.
Uh-huh.
So keep that wallet, man.
Yeah.
If you still have it.
You never know. It's somewhere. I don't know if I lost it or not.
I'll tell you the best worst.
Okay.
One year for Christmas, I got a drone. Not a
Drones are
video
good.
drone, just a regular drone that you flew.
They're gonna think I'm addicted to Mountain Dew or something.
Was it spicy?
It was. It's like,
Anyway, I got a drone, and it's one that you fly up. And I was like, man, this is the coolest thing ever, the best thing ever. So I went out there and flew.
And you got that thing stuck, didn't
I
you?
got that. No, I flew it up so high. I was like, man, this thing can go so high. And I didn't know that when you go up too high, it shuts off.
It just
It
coming
just
down.
gives, dude. And so it just comes down. And I'm like, no. Just watching it fall. And so that was the best Christmas present until it broke, and then it was the worst.
Man, that's crazy. That reminded me of this is maybe not Christmassy, but same. Earlier on in life when they had those planes that you could like throw around in your
Oh,
yard.
yeah.
So I had one of those, and I think it was like my uncle. Yeah, I was at my uncle's house, and we were up around Jackson, and we flew it, and it got stuck in like the neighbor's tree, and like I had threw it and everything, so like I felt bad about it. I was like, I'll get it or whatever, and my uncle was like, you know, being the adult, he was like, no, I'll climb up on this ladder and get it. Well, I guess a breeze came through, and it blew him off of that ladder. And he busted his head open and had to go to the hospital and everything.
Oh my
And then I'm
gosh.
sitting there like, I didn't throw that up there at all. I don't know why he was climbing that ladder.
Oh
Yeah,
my
had to
gosh.
have a couple stitches right here on the side of his head. You know, no big deal.
Dude.
But all right,
What's the cringiest Christmas song you can think of?
cringiest Christmas song. Man, you know, as much as I hate the Mariah Carey song now because it's so overplayed.
Yeah.
Like, all I want for Christmas.
I know the song. You don't have to sing it.
Is you. No, honestly, that's one of them. So that's probably like my least favorite one. It's probably I would count that as cringe. I'm counting it as cringe because I just don't like it. Fuck Mariah Carey.
I agree, man. That was actually the one that I was going to think of.
Fuck Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Now, what's your best?
Oh, my favorite Christmas song? It's an original by the Pentatonics.
I was thinking the Afro Man's Christmas.
That's the best Christmas album ever. We can get on that a different time.
Yes.
That is my favorite Christmas album.
I love that Christmas album.
Police blow my wad.
One of the all-time favorites. Whenever he released that one, I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it.
so funny. Mississippi made, boy.
Man, that dude is trip.
But no, That's Christmas to Me by Pentatonics is my favorite Christmas song
Christmas
ever.
to me. I feel like I've heard that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, why? That's Christmas to me.
Sure.
Yep.
I'll Google it later.
Okay. Well, I think that's all for Christmas. So now we're gonna move on to New Year's.
Man,
Real
New
quick.
Year's. New Year's. Ooh, New Year's.
Do you have any special like New Year's plans?
Man, honestly, it's the same as it always is. You know, I'm gonna
Getting
be
drunk?
chilling with my homies, turning up, having a good time. Honestly, we always have a really great New Year's. I've spent New Year's in like multiple different places. I'm sure everybody else has, but every time it's always been pretty good. Or at least since I've been 17, because I've been drunk.
Okay. Well,
What about you? You got any special plans?
I think we may be planning on playing D&D with some people.
Hey, that'd be pretty fun.
I love D&D, but if not, I'm gonna be watching Cobra Kai all day.
All day?
That's the day Cobra Kai comes out.
What about that night?
I don't know.
What
What am I doing that night?
You're hanging out with me.
Sure.
Turn up, let's go.
I can. I'm down.
No, I'm kidding. Well, actually, you can, but
I'm down.
no, man. What would you say been your best New Year's? Like, do you have a specific year that was like your favorite New Year's ever?
Yes.
Which one? And do you remember what all happened?
The one before, I think it was the year before last.
Okay.
The one prior to COVID.
Okay, so like 2019, 2020, going into 2020?
Yes. We went over. This was back when a couple of my friends had a like a farmhouse and had a bunch of land and stuff, and we went over there, smoked some cigars, had some drinks, made a big bonfire.
Heck yeah.
Like I'm talking like a 20-foot bonfire.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna show you that video too, where we like had the torch and threw the torch like a giant torch, and like it went.
Oh, that's dope.
It was sick. But yeah, that's probably my favorite one. It was just, but good people, good fun. Good cigars, good drinks.
It's always the people that you're there with that makes the time.
Drank some champagne, smoked some cigars.
Man, champagne be making me feel
pretty,
bubbly.
It was pretty cool, man. Yeah.
I think my favorite. I mean, obviously, I've had some great ones with my friends up here and stuff, but one of my favorite ones that like always sticks out to me was the New Year's I had whenever I was in New Orleans, and was on Bourbon Street when they were popping like fireworks and stuff, bro. So
on Bourbon Street, you never know if it's fireworks or gunshots.
all right, that's true, and I ain't gonna lie. So let me tell you how this night was going. So I was, hanging out with this girl and her brother and her family and all of them. Anyways, I was turning up, having a good time, and all of them were too. And her brother decided he wanted to try to outdrink me, so I was like, "Oh, this is a challenge." I responded well to this challenge. Anyways,
you can't outdrink the kid, cuz.
Me and him, we're drunk as shit, and I'm talking about it's 11:57, and we're like, man, I gotta get this pizza, dog. And we go up in this pizza joint, and me and him are busy ordering the pizza, and then them girls, like his girl and the girl I was talking to, run in there, and they're like, oh, the fireworks are about to go off. So I'm like stumbling out of this daggone pizza place, and I look up when I see fireworks, and I'm like, oh, it's New Year's. I forgot where I was the whole night. It was great.
Why is it that when you drink you get hungry?
I turn my inner chubbiness.
It's like
comes out.
that time in Starkville when we were all heavily lubricated.
Heavily.
and you I'm passed out at this point, and you decide that you want some food, so you're gonna go to Cookout.
I sure was. I was on my way.
And where did you pass out at?
Outside in my truck. I made it to my seat.
Hey.
And I reached over for something, and that was all she wrote.
Hey, I woke up the next day and Marty's like looking around. I'm like, you good, homie? And he's like, how'd I get out here?
Bro, mind you, like he had came through the front door, and I was so confused. I was just like, dang, I didn't remember walking out here. And I'm looking around. I don't know this neighborhood because that was the first time I ever been up there. I was like, where the heck am I?
That was great.
And then I saw Brennan, and I was like, Oh, somebody I know.
Do you got any like resolutions or anything?
um,
Do you do resolutions?
kind of. But resolutions always end up
Not working.
Yeah, but honestly, like legitly, I have two resolutions that I want to work on.
Which are?
One is I want to get back in good shape, like how I
Mhm.
was, which I feel like that's achievable. And the other one is I'm gonna cut back on smoking.
Both good things.
Yeah, I know.
Both
right?
good things.
And that's including the other stuff and the nicotine and stuff too. Like
okay.
I'm
So you're not gonna be California sober. You're gonna be sober.
I'm planning on being like that. I'm planning on fully cutting out the nicotine and everything like that, and then like California sober. That'll ease in.
Yeah, I don't really do resolutions because
They never work.
they never work. I'm not.
The only one that I know is gonna work is me getting in shape because that always happens.
There's always the age old. I'm gonna dive into my Bible more. I'm gonna eat healthier. Those never really work for
I've
me.
never understood the people who are like, man, I'm gonna dive into my Bible more. Like instead of making that a resolution, just start doing it.
Just do it. Well,
Which is the same thing.
I
with
said
all
that
of them.
last year. I was like, I'm gonna try to get back into church more, which I have. I will say I have gotten back into church more, and I've got but other than that, what was the best part of this year?
Best part of
Which
this
is hard to
year.
say because man, this year has sucked.
It's been a year. Honestly, you know what my best part of this year was.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Was I there?
No, but you were kind of a part of it. It was the day I quit Tower Long. That was probably my best day this year.
Oh, man. Well, the day I got fired from Tower Line. It wasn't this year though. I'd quit a year before.
Yeah, because I quit there in like February. Honestly, since then, I mean, yeah, I had some different struggles throughout this year or whatever, but that was it was like a lot of stress relieved off. You know how it is. It was a lot of stress relieved off my back whenever that happened because I was working up
It
there.
was so bad. Next episode, I want to talk about
Look,
our
we're gonna-
experience at Tower Loan.
I have a lot.
Um,
What about you? What's your best moment this year so far?
are you sure? Are you ready to cry?
Are you gonna say the podcast?
The Egg Bowl.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was like best weekend ever. Dude.
Minus getting, if it
No,
wasn't,
the Egg Bowl itself wasn't great.
yeah, but everything else
The
was
night
great.
before the Egg Bowl
That was fantastic.
was
That
one of my
great.
favorite nights of the year.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes.
It's amazing how much you can accomplish with three good friends and
Who haven't
couple
like I haven't
bottles
seen
of
Chase. Me and you both hadn't seen Chase in
for like 2 years probably.
2 years, man.
been
And
close
just
to 2
catching up
years.
just like that. It was great.
It was also the first time I ever met his sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorite parts of the year. Also, getting a new job was cool.
Yeah.
I've kind of enjoyed that.
Mhm.
I had a really hard job before,
Yeah.
so I went from working in healthcare to doing deliveries for computers. So
Oh yeah. So it's like
it's
a whole different
totally
world.
different, whole nother ball game, man. It was, but yeah, that was probably a pretty good part of my year too.
I technically could have thrown in the whole me getting over the foot injury ordeal, but like whenever I got back normal, it was just like, oh, I'm back normal. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad.
Yeah. Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up, guys.
Man, that was a quick one. Time flies when you
Yeah,
having
we're
good combos.
We're at 28, almost 29 now, so
Dang,
gotta hurry.
it is what it is.
It is what it is. This is a pretty good one. This has been Cool Story, bro. Thank you for listening, watching, viewing, which is the same thing. Sharing. Please share with your friends. Marty, share these with your friends.
Hey, and all you hoes have a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I was gonna go hoes for like the ho ho ho, but I didn't finish it.
All you sophisticated ladies have a wonderful holidays, and the ones that aren't sophisticated, see you in my DMs.
Wow. Okay. All right, we're out on that one.